Hey there, and welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Giggs with another episode of T. His name is T. I call him T. T, tell him your full name, would you please?
Temesghen Starr. Good to meet you guys.
Temesghen Starr. I wanted him to say Star. So anyway, I'm out here in LA. He's one of the stars out here, not to pun or anything, out here in LA. 2 years though, unlike Sean, 2 years. Not yet getting the $6,000, but he's about to start you're getting renewals, you told me, but not $6,000, not yet, only here 2 years. He's an MGA in 10 months. For those of you who are not a part of our company, you might as well told him he'd be president of the United States. That wouldn't happen. To do that, very few people have achieved that. That's why he's in the locker room. When I talked to his state general agent, David Cohen, he spoke nothing but high stuff about UT. So it's an honor for me to have you in the locker room.
It's an honor to be here.
You. Absolutely. So it's not about you and it's not about me. It's about everybody out there that's watching, that wants your success. They want what you got, bro. So why don't you give up a few little tips or hitters on how they too can succeed at the level you're at, bro. So go ahead.
Number one, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be here. Very honored to be here, very humble. Thank you. Number two, the things you have to do to get there, and you have to get there with intensity. You have to have focus on everything that you do. You have to say, hey, this is my goal I'm going to get to, and I have to get there. You have to be obsessed with it, and you cannot take no for an answer.
Wow.
It is not average.
So there you go. Talking point number one. Be obsessed. Obviously, 10 months he does it. So share some more, because you got to be obsessed. What else do you have to do?
You have to have speed. You have to have focus. You have to laser in everything that you want to do. You have to have a daily countdown. You have to have not just a daily countdown, but you have to have a plan. You cannot go out and say, hey, I'm just going to do this thing and it's going to be the wild, wild west. You have to look and say, hey, who's around me? Where am I? I cannot say, hey, I got this guy over here is doing this and he's average and that's going to take me to that next level. I don't want the next level. I want to be at your level.
See, this is why I will only bring to you people who I feel have what you and I want. First thing he said, listen to what he said, rewind the tape. He said he's grateful. He's humble. I met him. I know him. You don't. So when a guy like this talks, you want to listen. Surround yourself with winners like my man T here. Follow his advice. And by the way, as we say in the locker room, we say, if you do this, you'll end up living your very best life. So I want you to go in with me. If they follow your advice, what kind of life will they be living? Their very best life. It's a wrap.